From the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Cassie Heiter.
Well, a lot of people outside celebrating this evening, and we were certainly celebrating in western Oklahoma, where we ended up with a few showers and storms earlier today as well. In fact, picking up around 1/10 of an inch just southeast of Woodward, almost 0.11 there in Elk City, and picking up 0.02 officially in Alva. Outside of that, the big headline has been just how hot it has been. We've reached 98 degrees today, and that puts us at 25 degrees or 25 days where we've actually hit 90 degrees or above. Have not had any days where we've actually seen a 100 degrees, but I think we will likely change that in the days ahead. So we made it to 98 in Oklahoma City, but 102 today in Stillwater, 102 in Lawton, 101 earlier this afternoon in Altus. But the max heat index, what it actually felt like earlier today, well, it felt anywhere between about 100 to as much as around 108 degrees east of I-35. And that is why we've had a heat advisory out there, and we still will have that heat advisory for parts of central, northern, eastern Oklahoma through tomorrow. But no matter where you go in the state, it's just all about the advisory, their criteria for the advisory. It's going to be plain hot. In fact, it's going to be dangerously hot over the next several days for the entire state. We're going to stay in this dangerous category, but by the time we get into early next week, it looks like we will actually be approaching that unsafe category, where at times it could feel upwards of around 110 degrees. Even in Oklahoma City. This is our Gut 3 camera, part of our Pike Pass Sky Chem Network. Very quiet outside, 85 degrees, a south-southeast wind at 13, dew points in the low 60s, so a little humid. Temperatures range from the low to mid 80s across the north, lots of mid and upper 80s across the south, with a southeast wind between about 10 to as much as around 25 miles an hour. Dew points still well into the 60s and even some low 70s across the eastern half of the state. It's just going to be warm and muggy during the overnight hours and hot and humid during the daytime hours. That's just not going to change. The big pattern of the big show is really going to be the same. Again, the ridge is actually moving right on top of us. We've got the main jet stream well to the north, and from time to time we do get these storms that move around this ridge, so pretty much right around the border of Oklahoma. Today they're in western Oklahoma. Tomorrow, I think that chance will be staying confined more so in the Panhandle, maybe far northwest Oklahoma. Outside of that, again, just plain hot. Highs in the upper 90s and low 100s all the way through the weekend. Now, the good news is eventually we are expecting a cool front, if you will, to move through. Now, the thing about this is it will at least bring a chance of rain and storms as it moves through by early next week. Right now, we're looking Monday into Tuesday. But as far as cooler weather, it's only going to drop us a couple of degrees. So we're going to go from the low 100s to the upper 90s. So it's not really going to have a big impact on temperatures. And then after that, it looks like it's going to start heating back up after the front moves through. So for this evening, again, all those storm chances are pretty much winding down. But tonight, temperatures drop down into the mid and upper 70s under mostly clear skies. I think we're going to hit that high of 99 tomorrow in Oklahoma City. But 101 in Ponca City, 103 in Alva, 103 tomorrow afternoon in Altus. Tomorrow evening, again, keeping that slight chance of storms out in the Panhandle. And by Wednesday, I think that's where we're going to see our first 100 degrees in Oklahoma City, but way hotter to the north. 106 in Ponca City, Alva, Enid, 104 all across southwest Oklahoma. By Wednesday evening, the chance is a little bit higher for storms in the Panhandle, a slight chance in the far northwest. And by Thursday, it does look hotter for some of us, 101. This time in Oklahoma City, 101 in Ponca City, 103 in Clinton, 103 in Lawton, Hobart, and in Altus. By Thursday afternoon now, we at least have a slight chance all across northwestern Oklahoma. That does include the Panhandle. But as far as Oklahoma City is concerned, I think the metro, we hold out until Sunday. We do have a slight chance of storms then. That's going to bring temperatures down to about 98 degrees. Overnight lows staying warm, and it does look like it's going to get cool anytime soon.